friends, it's Holly. Welcome to Dandelion Stitches. Welcome if you're new, welcome if you're not new. Just super happy to have you as always. Today we're going to talk about fabric. I started out my quilting journey, well, let's back up even farther than that. I started out my sewing journey very young. I think my mother taught me to sew when I was 7 or 8, very young. And when my kids were little, I sewed all their clothes, all their Halloween costumes. So I was kind of more in the garment, although I preferred to sew like accessories, bags, that kind of thing. But then this kind of cool store opened up nearby me, and it was fabric, and I went in, and it was quilting fabric, and it was like walls of amazing artwork. I wasn't looking for like poplin or, clothing or rayon, or I was just looking at good old fashioned cotton in a whole new reimagined way to me. My sister's a quilter, and her quilting fabric tastes were small prints, subdued colors, and I guess in my head I thought, well, that must be what quilting fabric is. Oh no, I quickly learned there is a world of fabric out there that I had not discovered yet. So I worked at that shop for a little while, and I became really familiar with the different companies that made the fabrics, Moda, Dear Stella, there's a million of them, and I could never say them all. But anyway, I got familiar with what they felt like, what kind of prints they generally lean towards. Free Spirit is almost always more of the flashy big prints, and so anyway, that I fell deep, and I didn't really consider the options of not this particular quilt shop. Although I did discover the online shopping situation where I could get pretty much the same thing as at this shop, but maybe the shop didn't have everything, or how it goes. So this week I was walking through Michael's, and they had fat quarters, and I was like, well, that's new to me. And so I started thinking about what other ways you could get fabric, and then what would that fabric be like. So I have chosen Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Michael's, Amazon, and I think it's Moda, what I chose from, what I am more comfortable with, let's just put it that way. And I am going to put these to the test of what my shopping experience was like, how they fall out price-wise, how they feel, whether they're color fast, how much they bleed. I don't tell the quilting police, but I do not pre-wash my fabrics, and if they shrink. So I'm going to cut down each piece that I purchased into a 10 by 10 square, so that it will make it easier for me to measure afterwards to see how they have shrunk. So let's go to the other can. Oh, wait, one more thing. The face. You will notice I have a smaller bandage. I went for reconstruction, and I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with this, but they take the little pen, and he's drawing, and he's, let's look at this, and if I do that, and I'm prepared for like 3 hours in this chair, and he says, okay, option A, we do nothing. We just let it heal. He said, you will have a scar, although he said, I don't think it will be a huge scar. And if it heals up and you hate it, we can do some plastic, surgery over to fix it to make it a little bit prettier. He said, I'm afraid that if I do something now, that your bottom lip on this side is going to pull up. Well, now if both sides pulled up, that might be okay, but I don't really think I want to go around like this all the time. And he said, you know, it would loosen up over time, but not ever permanent, you know, back to what it would be normally. So I went with A, and I'm so grateful. Oh, I'm grateful for him. I'm grateful for so many things. But probably by next week or the week after, I will take the bandage off. I go most of the time with it off, but it is not pretty. And I think YouTube might tag it as not pretty. So anyway, that's it. That's all a done deal. Let's switch to the other camera and let me show you what I got. And we'll talk about what the shopping experience was like and what they feel like. So, be right back. Before we get started with this part, let me quickly say that Rockford, which is where I live in Illinois, has, to my knowledge, 2 quilt stores, and both of them are not my jam. Let's just say they're nice stores, but they're just, I don't generally find what makes me happy in those stores. I would always advocate that you shop at your local quilt shop first thing. I would always advocate for that. But we're talking about something other than that today. So these are the 2 that I got at Michael's. A paisley and a solid. They were $1.99 a piece. They were not on sale. Some of them, like I think a couple of the Hobby Lobbies, were on sale. Shopping experience was lovely. They had people helping. I overheard one of the workers helping another person trying to find fabric for something. They do not have coordinating. They do not have yardage. All they have are fat quarters. So they don't feel horrible. They feel not super soft, but like I said, not horrible. The orange is softer than the paisley. I checked right out, I picked what I wanted, checked out really quickly. Everybody was really friendly. The whole experience, the Michael's is really close to where I live. So as far as store experience and being able to find something that I liked, 10 out of 10. They were great. As long as you go in knowing that this is not a fabric store. You're not going to get, you know, yardage, coordinating, whatever. So that is Michael's. Next up would be Hobby Lobby, which is about half a mile from the Michael's. This one was $2, another paisley, and this one was $2.49. They feel much higher quality than the Michael's. They were easy to find, although like Michael's, they did not have coordinating yardage that would go with them. They did have quite a few bundle options, fat eighth bundles, fat quarter bundles. So if you were looking to make, you know, a quilt or something not huge, that you didn't need a lot of coordinating fabric, I think Hobby Lobby would be, you know, okay. Like I said, they feel much nicer, but then again, they were, if they had not been on sale, they're almost $1 more expensive a piece, which is, you know, pretty much up there. So that is Hobby. Experience. Easy to find in the store. You know, they're a Christian, their owners are Christian, so there's a lot of church music going on, but everybody's super friendly, super helpful. I didn't have to look very far. I didn't see them right away when I got into the fabric department, but there was somebody like right there saying, you know, can I help you? What are you looking for? So that was Hobby Lobby. This is Joann's. Oh boy, Joann's. Joann's does, okay, $2.99 a fat quarter. They do have coordinating yardage to go with, I think every fat quarter I saw had yardage to go with it, or intended. The fat quarters sit in a little tray along the bottom of the bolts of quilting cotton, and then the coordinating bolts are up above it. So anyway, I got a batik because this was the first place I had seen a batik, and I thought, well, you know, I love a batik. We'll see what happens. So we've got batiks, and then we've got two kind of turquoisey teal pieces here. All these little, to figure out something to do with all those little square pieces. Strangely enough, for being the most expensive, $2.99, not on sale for me at my purchase time, this stuff does not feel nice. It does not feel nice. It is not soft, even like kind of soft. And it is so, if I do this, can you see? You can see through it. Like, it is so widely woven that you can see the threads in the fabric super easily. Not impressed. I got to Joann's at about 11:30 on a Tuesday morning. It was chaos. There were people and carts and babies crying, and I know that's not Joann's fault. The aisles are very small, and there was a man looking for something. I don't know, he was looking in the same area I was, and he was not getting out of the way. So I kept having to go down an aisle and come back up, and it was not good. There was no one to help. He was clearly looking for something. He looked at me like, do you know where something is? And I said, I have no idea. I went to check out. There were two, well, when I got there was one person checking out. She called for help, and help did come, but there were 5 people standing in line ahead of me when I got there. I stood in line for 10 minutes to check out 3 little pieces of fabric. And they kept complaining about their system, how the system was a problem, whatever. And then there was, do you want to sign up for blah, blah? Do you want to donate $1 for blah, blah? It was, checking out was an ordeal. I'm telling you, it was, and it is always that way. Anytime I've been there, it's just, Joann, oh, you need to get your shit together. I'm sorry. Apologies for the language. So, that is Joann. Walmart. This is an interesting experience. Since the pandemic started, we have had Walmart deliver our groceries. And so I was having groceries delivered anyway, and I thought everybody was going on online about this new Pioneer Woman fabric. So I went online and it said it was in stock, and so I ordered 2 fat quarters of the Pioneer Woman fabric. Walmart's, when you have them pack your stuff for you, it's their procedure, their policy to substitute something better if they don't have what you want. Well, apparently they didn't have my 2 little pieces of Pioneer Woman fabric, and so they sent me a bundle, a 5-piece bundle of this fabric, which I do not hate, for the same price as 2 fat quarters of the Pioneer Women, and $1.25 a fat quarter. I managed a fair trade store for quite a few years, and Walmart was not on my happy list. But I gotta say, I think they're stepping it up, and it's not bad fabric. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's way better than Joann. I mean, like a huge better. Let's say this says it's just from the Create It. I don't know. Oh, it's made in Pakistan, but it all feels pretty much the same. I'm just going to pick a couple of these to use, but it isn't offensive. I like it, and I got a bargain. like a major bargain out of that one. So that's Walmart. Amazon. If you've got Amazon Prime, you know, your shipping is free. And I thought, well, I don't know, I'll just go on and look. And they had this bundle of fat quarters that was, it came down to about $1.70 a fat quarter. It feels heavier than quilting cotton, although I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it's just got like a lot of sizing in it, or I don't know, but it doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel bad, and it doesn't feel like the quality of the fabric is bad. It is not Joann quality. It's not bad. So I know Amazon sells a lot of the top, you know, you can go on and search for a lot of the top companies, but I don't know is that I would use it for anything super fancy, but it's not bad. It's, you know, could be worse. So, and then we have good old Tulip Tango from Moda. Immediately as soon as I touch it, it is so much better than any of the above mentioned. It is comes to about $3.25. I got this from a bundle, but when I left working at the fabric store, fat quarters, single fat quarters, were I think up to about $3. So I think that's $3.25 or so is probably fair price for the higher end fabric fat quarters. So that's what I found. Also, regarding, I got this from the fat quarter store shopping, fat quarter shop. And I generally get enough to have free shipping. I'm going to clear my throat. Hang on. Allergies trying to kill me. I usually keep a little list of things that I'm, you know, I need friction pens, or I need, you know, whatever, until I get enough so that when I purchase something from an online retailer, I get free shipping. Sometimes it doesn't go that way, but most of the time I try to make it happen so shipping is free. But most of the time, shipping is going to be somewhere between $5 and $10. If you're spending more than that on shipping, you need to look around, because you will be able to find a better shipping. So that's the end of part one. It is the shopping experience, the price breakdown, and just how they feel right out of the gate without washing or anything. I realize that I'm going to offend some people through doing this, especially if you are a loyal Joann customer. And I do apologize, but I think that my job here doing videos like this is to tell you the truth. And I'm telling you the truth. Joann is freaking highway robbery. When they're charging $2.99 for this really, really, I'm just going to say it, bad fabric. And for $3.25, you can get fabulous, beautiful, soft, gorgeous fabric. I mean, that's crazy. That I don't even know how they think that they can do that. That's, I mean, Hobby Lobby is the only one that's the price is close to Moda's or the fat quarter shops, and it feels nice. I mean, it's not as nice, but so I think they broke down with Walmart being the least expensive, and that was not just because I got a deal. It just happened that Walmart's fat quarters were less. Amazon came after that. Then Michael's, Joann. Am I getting everybody? No, wait, I'm forgetting somebody. Hobby Lobby. Then Joann. Then Moda from Fat Quarter Shop. The difference from the price, you know, aside from the Walmart, that really, it's good. I mean, it's not bad fabric at all. The Amazon is, it's borderline, and Joann's is just pitiful. So, that was really interesting to me. This whole thing, this little research was super interesting to me. So we're going to end part 1 here. I'm going to go ahead and cut them all up. I'm going to give them a bath. If they do bleed, I'm going to do them in separate little containers so that I can see how much the color bleeds, and I will do, if something bleeds really badly, I'll do a video of it. And then I'm going to throw them in the dryer, because that's what we would do if they were, you know, regular quilting cotton fabrics. And then we'll come back and have a look, see what we've got. So that's it for this time. I'll see you. Part 2 should probably be tomorrow. I would expect it to be tomorrow, but we'll see. So be well, be safe. See you next time. Bye-bye.